Medical procedure snafu on this week's edition of Here's Your Apology with Nate and Levi. Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Here's Your Apology. I'm Nate, and as with me as always is Levi.
Shalom.
Shalom. And what does that technically mean?
I have
like
no
peace?
clue. I have no clue.
I feel like it means
Am I
peace.
being like hello, you know? They say it like a hello, goodbye, like aloha maybe. It's like it means hello and goodbye.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, shalom when you come in, and then when you're leaving,
Shalom
like,
when you go.
Shalom, you know?
Shalom when you're coming. Shalom when you're going. Right?
As far as I know.
Shalom. Like it's a word that
I'm not an expert in the subject, but
yeah.
if I had to guess based on no information,
I'm guessing
little to no
hello, goodbye.
information, I'm going to say either that or it has to do with terrorism. That's all. Those are my two guesses.
It's like the Jewish version of Allahu Akbar.
Yeah.
And they're like shalom.
Yes. Yeah.
Just gone.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the way I see it. But I don't know
That's
anything
poetic
about it. I also did think it was a Muslim phrase until you just said that. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You didn't know it was
But
Hebrew.
now I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
You know,
I think
all those Middle Eastern languages bleed together for me.
Yep, a lot of back of the throat action.
Yeah, I couldn't, I couldn't tell you what one it was. If you played me a sample, I wouldn't be able to guess.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, shalom, hello,
Shalom.
alaikum, shalom alaikum. What's that mean? Assalamu alaikum. What's that mean?
I don't know, but I've heard it said, and I
related-
can never
Is
say
it related
Assalamu
to
alaikum.
shalom? Same language?
I think it's Islam. I think that one's
different.
Islam.
Middle Eastern language, but not
Different.
Jewish
Yeah.
language.
Like
Hebrew.
Everywhere around.
Yeah.
Everywhere
Oh,
but.
you speak Jewish?
Oh,
No.
you speak Jew.
Yeah.
Yeah, ka-ching.
All right, let's get serious for a second because the last few weeks have been no laughing matter.
Yeah.
And there's a reason there hasn't been an episode for 2 weeks, I want to say. Has it been 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so not that bad. So relax.
3?
Okay. 3 max, but definitely
max.
for sure 2.
Who's counting?
Yeah.
Quit being assholes.
Exactly.
It's free.
So anyways, there's a reason for that, and the reason is that I had surgery as well as so did Nate. And you might be thinking,
Guilty.
Two people having surgeries within a week of each other. One of them wasn't even planned. You guys are making this up. Like I know that you I know what you're thinking. But mine was planned. Nate's was an emergency.
Mine was an emergency.
So basically, we both had surgery, and that was the last few weeks. So
Yeah.
here we are again.
Yep.
New men,
Newman.
new things inside of us,
Less things inside of me.
less inside of you.
Yeah.
I got more inside of me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're back. We're back at it.
We're back. Mostly us.
My surgery, I'll go ahead and start because
Yeah.
mine's quick. Mine was a
Quick and painful.
hernia repair.
Sounds fun. This just turned into like a Golden Girls podcast. Like podcasts our grandparents would listen to. Like two guys just talking about their ailments.
Yeah.
Like I threw my back out on
and everyone's
Tuesday.
like, I can relate.
I
you
did
know? Like,
too.
oh my god, that's why I love it. It's so relatable.
Yeah. Gerald and freaking Norm.
No, but I had an umbilical hernia, which when you Google it says it's the most common amongst pregnant women and babies.
Yeah, because they're connected.
And somehow I got it. I know how I got it. I got it from coughing during COVID. I was laying down coughing. I stood up and I felt like a little bubble come out my stomach. And I was like, that's a hernia. And people tried to tell me it wasn't.
Did they?
Like, it is. And then I went to the doctor. The doctor, my primary care doctor, also tried to tell me it wasn't.
Really?
And I was like, but it feels like it.
Feels like a hernia.
And he's like, well, go get an ultrasound and then we'll know. And so I went, got an ultrasound, and it was a hernia. It was an umbilical hernia, which is exactly what I had Googled. So I was right. And I'm never going back to that doctor ever again. No. But, and then, yeah, they patched it up. It was a quick surgery, like an hour maybe. And then
Wow.
4 to 6 weeks. Don't lift anything crazy. And, yeah.
Were you scared to go under?
Yes. I wasn't up until like the day before. Then I started to hyper focus on it.
Yeah.
And then
people just die with just anesthesia.
Exactly, like on accident.
Yeah, during
like,
a tooth pull.
yeah. And so like I got nervous.
It's gonna be me.
Yep. In my head the whole time I'm like,
this is how it ends.
I'm like, nah, they're there. They're professional. Even if I did start to die, they would know how to save my life, And I'm in the hospital already. They got all the stuff.
Yeah, they got all the stuff.
Yeah. So, like, if I have a chance of surviving, it would be there.
Right then and there.
And so that's how I tried to comfort myself,
Yeah.
But,
are you an organ donor?
No.
Good. Yeah, they're going to try harder to save you.
Oh, really? Because they can't keep anything.
Yeah. They're not going to make any money.
They're like, we got some 33-year-old organs
Yeah,
here.
we got
They're
a
pretty
heart.
fresh.
Yeah.
Not
so much the lungs, but the heart.
But when the anesthesiologist came in beforehand, she's like, any questions for me?
She?
Yeah, she. No, okay. Interesting thing.
Okay.
First of all, in that scenario, I said, my main fears are waking up too early or not waking up at all. And she was like, I know, giving up control. It's a, tried to like make me feel better, right?
Yeah.
Okay. When I get wheeled into the operating room, I met my surgeon. He's a male, like probably mid-50s, silver fox type of dude.
Right.
Too tan. He's like too tan.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. Like he spends his money, He's super tan, probably drives a
Which
nice
is what
car.
you want in a surgeon.
Yeah.
Who makes
He's
money.
Doing it for the money, know?
Yes.
So, but when they pushed me into the operating room, 6 women. There's not a man in sight. All the nurses helping, all the other people, anesthesiologists. I was in a room naked in my little robe with 6 women, and I'm just like,
fuck.
No, but I did take note of it. You know what I mean? I was like, this is interesting.
It's a little too
is this
makes
like
you feel like I'm in a kitchen, not in an operating room.
What's the one where you're
an equal opportunity surgery?
Yeah, is this an equal opportunity surgery?
I'm just saying.
I wasn't concerned, but I also noted it.
As long as there's a man in the room to supervise.
There's not even a man in here.
Yeah.
And they're all talking to each other like girl talk. You know what I mean? Like all the nurses are like chatting with each other, laughing and stuff. And I'm like, I feel out of place in this room a little bit, And then they had to like help me get over to the bed, and I'm just like basically making sure my penis doesn't fall out, in the transfer.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I moved to the operating table, the whole time, like this is where like I have anxiety sometimes is around going to the bathroom. Like I'm like, I think I have to pee. As soon as I get onto the operating table,
it's all cold.
I'm like, this might be a bad time, but I feel like I might have to pee. And they're like, oh, are you anxious? And I was like, yeah, that's probably it. And then they're like, started giving me the drugs, and they're like, how do you feel now? And I'm
fucking,
like,
I just pissed.
I
just pissed. I don't even care.
Exactly. No, I was like,
you guys are gonna have to clean it up and start over.
It was crazy. That sensation just like went away.
Yeah.
Like I was still awake and like conscious, but I felt good. Like I'm like, I'm not nervous at all being in this room.
You
I don't have to
kill me right now.
I don't have to pee, And then I woke up, and that was the
But did you try and wake up? Like I know for me, like I was trying to come out of it.
No, I just like came to all of a sudden.
Oh shit! Yeah. That's alarming. Like
yeah. That's
like post-apocalyptic. Like like that's crazy. I woke up gradually. I remember like trying to wake up, and it was like hard for me to wake up.
I mean, you were probably under for longer.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So how long did you stay in the hospital?
The whole thing took like 4 hours, maybe.
Oh, and then you were home that day?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You didn't even stay in the hospital?
No.
Wheeled up, snip,
It's like a 45-minute procedure.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. I was under for a lot longer.
Yeah.
When you got home, did you just
Passed out.
yeah.
Yeah.
The next day, how'd you feel?
A little sore, but I also had painkillers, so
So who gives a shit?
I was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stitches or staples?
Glue.
Oh,
Skin glue. It was weird.
that's kind of cool though.
It was kind of cool. You could see the whole cut, like
Yep.
with the clear glue over it, and then it just stayed on until it was healed pretty much, and it fell off by itself with the scab.
Brilliant.
So it was like, okay, this is cool, but it looked weird.
Yeah. I wonder what kind of glue that is. Is that a special skin glue?
It's gotta
or like
be. It's gotta be because
just
like
crazy glue.
it
Blech.
was like starting to separate in one part, and I took super glue and I tried to do it. Didn't work. Made it worse.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's
I was like,
the funniest.
I was like,
shit.
well, I wanted to heal shut, because it kind of like spread open in one
I don't
little
need two
tiny-
belly buttons.
Yeah, tiny little spot, and I was like, if I push it shut and throw a little super glue on it, it'll heal shut.
So funny.
The super glue basically ripped it open even further, and
Fuck, ow, dude.
yeah, don't recommend it.
Yeah.
All right, so let the people know, because Nate went through it.
I went through it. So, a lot of people know who Brock Lesnar is, and someone I like to compare myself to often, for a lot of reasons. Physical superiority, intelligence, some of the things you think
Back
of.
tattoos.
Back tattoos, lower back tattoos. But we both have diverticulitis, which is like.
Did you Google celebrities with diverticulitis?
No,
How you know?
No, I remember there was like some interview with Brock Lesnar because he almost died before some UFC bout.
Okay.
And during his like training, it was because of diverticulitis.
Okay.
And so I think he had a section of his intestines removed and
All right,
resectioned.
explain what it is.
So I was feeling sick. Like, what was it? Like 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks, something like that.
Yeah.
Starting to feel sick to my stomach. Thought it was COVID. I'm laying in bed for like 2 or 3 days, and it's not like getting any better. It's getting worse. But like the symptoms weren't matching up with COVID. I was just sick in my stomach.
Yeah.
And then it started to like shooting pain.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember laying there, and I've been in more pain before in my life.
Right.
But I remember laying there going, and like just something was going, you have to go to the hospital.
Right. It's like a different pain.
Yeah, it was a different pain, and there was like I just remember thinking that for like an hour, and I couldn't stop thinking that you have to go to the hospital. So I have my wife drive me to the ER, and I'm like, I think my appendix is inflamed or whatever. Go check in. They give me a CAT scan, and which was fucking weird. Have you ever had one of those?
Yeah.
They inject this shit into your IV, and it makes your whole body feel like you're on fire for like 5 seconds. It also gives you the sensation that you're pissing yourself. And they warned me about that, and it like it was true.
Yeah.
Like I felt all of it, and it got super hot. I pissed myself for a second, or it felt like I did, like just pissed everywhere. And I'm just trying to focus on.
Yeah.
There's a machine that says hold your breath, 3, 2, and you're like, but also you're also on fire. And then it just, as fast as it comes on, it leaves.
Yeah.
So like 5 second, really weird experience. And then they got the images back, and they're like, well, it's not your appendix, and it's actually way worse. So
Not what you want to hear.
not what I wanted to hear. I was like, well, what is it? And they're like, well, it looks like you have a massive infection in your large intestine, and it has perforated, which means it became so inflamed that it poked a hole and then drained out into my pelvic
acid
cavity
and stuff that's inside of your
the
large
infection
intestine
the infection
leaked out,
leaked out, and then it created a bunch of abscesses,
which are
just pockets of infection
okay.
all throughout your cavity. And so they checked me in. They like immediately put me on antibiotics, and they want to see how I'm gonna do with antibiotics for like 5 days. So they rotate me through these antibiotics, and they do another CT scan at the end of it, and the infection grew. So they're like, all right, we gotta cut this fucking idiot open.
They were trying to avoid surgery.
Yeah, they were trying to avoid surgery, but the infection grew with antibiotics.
Goes to show you don't trust the vaccine.
Don't you fucking trust them. Yeah. And
they thought it was going to help them.
Yeah.
No.
Injured, vax injured. Yeah, so it grew. Then they did the surgery on me, which in the surgery, they took a portion of my large intestine called the sigmoid. It's like the lower left-hand side of your intestine.
It's my favorite part.
It was my favorite part too.
Yeah.
If I was going to have anything rubbed or whatever, I would be like, hey,
focus on the sigmoid.
Real, get my sigmoid, please.
Yeah.
For real.
Deeper.
And so they took my sigmoid and basically reattached the other section to my, just above my butthole.
Isn't that how they make a trans-vagina?
Well, this is a long way around to I have a trans-vagina.
They took
I have a trans-vagina
piece
now.
of my colon. Yeah.
And they fillet it. Hey, it's pretty cool how they do it.
Anyways, once it's fully healed, I'll show you the picture.
Yeah. Right now it looks very bad. Yeah. So they and then like cleaned up the infection or whatever, and then and here I am.
You made it through.
I made it through. It was pretty fun.
How long?
I was
total were you in the hospital for?
I think my wife said 16 days or something like that.
Jeez. So like
too fucking
the
long.
whole time we haven't put out an episode.
Yeah,
you've been in the hospital.
Too fucking long. Yeah, because I remember texting you and I was like, "Hey, I think I have COVID."
Yeah. And
then I text back.
I was like, "Okay, we'll skip this week."
Yeah.
And then
I was like, "Maybe it's not COVID actually," and you're like, "No, it's fucking COVID."
Yeah.
We didn't do it.
I'm like, those tests, they don't work.
I was like,
it
no,
probably is.
Oh,
if you think it's COVID, it probably is. Those tests don't work.
That's right, because I tested negative. I took 2 tests and it was negative, and you're like, "Nope, fuck that. It's COVID. We're not doing it." And I was like, all right. and then sure enough, it wasn't COVID, but it was almost really bad.
Worse than COVID.
Worse for the show for
if
sure.
If there is such a thing as something worse than COVID.
Monkeypox.
They haven't shut the country down for it yet.
Yet.
So
just wait.
We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. So anyway, yeah. And then they had this drain that went in to my stomach, and it sat like as this huge tube.
To like get the fluids that were being produced drained out.
Yep. So they push it all the way down, and it sat inside my pelvis.
You can feel it.
Well, hold on. I have a video of this.
I don't want to see.
And they took this like a container, and they squeeze all the air out of it, put the cap on, so it's like actively sucking the fluid out.
Okay.
When they removed it. So they took the bandage off because I didn't see.
Oh, is that the tube video you sent me?
Yeah.
That was disgusting.
Yeah, I know.
That was disgusting.
I know. So they put it in, and it sits in my pelvis, right? Like right above my butthole in my pelvis. And when they opened up the thing to take it out, there was like one stitch holding it. They snipped the stitch, and they, with no pain killers or anything, they just start.
Yeah, I know. I saw.
Pulling it out.
It's like 3 feet of tubing.
Yeah.
Coming out of your body.
And she goes, "Breathe out." And I'm like, ah! Yeah. I'm already screaming.
Yeah.
I'm screaming and
scream out.
Fucking flipping out. Yeah. Dude, is.
Man.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. If you guys have the chance to get diverticular.
Did you feel it like moving through you as it came out?
I felt it like it nicked the inside of my cock on the way out. I just it just felt so weird. It was the weirdest sensation.
I feel like, was that necessary? You know what I mean? Like, was all of this necessary?
Yeah, it was. My explanation.
Like, we gotta poke another hole in them. Put the tube.
One more, guys.
This tube. This one goes to.
This one goes inside by the butthole.
Yeah,
but we're gonna put it in by the belly button.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know.
And also, how did we as human beings come up with surgical stuff like that?
Yeah.
Like, all right, we're going to fish a tube down to this part so that way we can, like.
Suck out the fluid
Who
that's
was
going
the first person they tried that on?
Dahmer.
Well, it's either we do it or you die. Like, that's the only way they would get people to try that,
Right. Well, I just woke up and it was there. I was like, oh.
They did it while you were out.
Yeah.
See, that's another thing.
They put it in while I was out.
That's another thing about being out that freaked me out.
You know what the fuck's going in?
Exactly. I don't know what they're doing to me.
Yeah.
But right before, and this is the thing, up until the actual surgery, they had never asked me if I was vaccinated. At any of the pre-appointments, I even got COVID tested for the surgery. No one ever asked me straight up, are you vaccinated?
Weird.
I'm laying in the surgical bed about to go in, and they go, and have you had the COVID vaccine? And I was like, no. That's all I said. No comments were said after that. Whatever. That's it. But I'm thinking, like,
what'd you do?
What if they tried to vaccinate
What'd you
me
fucking
while
do?
I was out?
What'd you do?
Exactly. I got nervous after that. I was like, why are you asking me such a political question? What's this got to do with my surgery?
You should have just said yes.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yep, I am.
Yeah, right? And then they give me the anesthesia that, like, wakes me up in the middle of it. He said he was vaccinated.
Oh, fuck. Just flipping out.
It's like it's the most, like, casual question they have, but it's the most important one.
Yeah. You lie.
Yeah,
because it was asked casually.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, yeah, I'm vaxxed, of course.
Yeah, we're all right.
I mean, define vaxxed, right?
Yeah.
What difference does it make?
Which vax? I've had vaccines.
Smallpox. Yeah, dude, that's wild. That was one of my biggest fears. But before I could even get to it, my anesthesiologist, he was so good. He was like, first of all, he was like Pakistani or Indian. I automatically, I'm just like, yep, they know how to put people to sleep.
Culture.
Yeah, for sure. Him, and then he was so good. He was like, all right, all we're gonna do is give you some oxygen, and then I woke up.
You were out that quick?
So fucking fast.
You went out. See, I never go out quick. They're always in the operating room surprised that I'm still awake. Almost every single surgery I've ever had, wisdom teeth out. I've had to get my shoulder relocated twice. I had to get shoulder surgery once. This surgery, every time they put me out, there's like, he's still awake. Like, they're surprised at the fact that I'm still awake after a certain point. And they always tell me, like, you probably won't even remember this. I remember.
I fucking remember.
Yeah. I'm like, this stuff doesn't work the same on me as it does on everybody else.
Yeah.
You know?
I was in LA for a decade. You're Northwest Anesthetics.
No wonder. It's been facing the wrong way this whole time. I was like, why do I sound so not loud compared to you?
Hi, welcome to this week.
Yeah.
Dang it! Shit.
Okay, it's okay. I'll figure it out in post. I'll fix.
Yeah.
Sorry if it sounded weird the first part of the episode.
Yeah. Well, I might as well check. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, but it was like, I mean, I also had a lot of fun times in the hospital too. You know, like
living there. It's like a little spa.
A little bit. Well,
with like painkillers.
Not second floor. Second floor is like being in like a mental hospital.
That's where I was.
Yeah. They like have a sliding glass door and then a curtain that no one ever closes, so you can see all the other patients wandering the fucking hall.
And the curtain hangs higher than it's like 2 feet off the ground, so you can see everyone's ankles anyway.
Yes. And it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy because you can look and you see just socks.
Yeah. Or you see someone taking their pants off, getting the gown on, you know?
It's crazy because, like, what other place? You wouldn't be at a hotel and, like, look under the door and
maybe like a spa.
Socks? Yeah, but that's
in a third world country, like if you were in Mexico or Thailand and you went to a spa.
Spas and hospital wear are very...
I got my butt waxed in
the hospital?
Bali.
Really?
And
like butthole?
Everything.
Did it feel
because like massage services and things like that are super cheap. Everything's super cheap in Bali. And so I was like, all right, I'm doing it. And I went in because we're driving a moped around, and you know
Right.
when you sit and it's hot and
Yeah.
it's sweaty and you got hairy butt, it's uncomfortable, right? So I went to just some random little massage waxing place,
Right.
and was like, well, I made my wife ask. I was like,
Will you wax his butt?
yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna ask for myself. So they're like,
So she did.
she was like, do you guys do that here? And they're like, yeah. And so I went.
They didn't know what they were.
yeah.
They just yes, and then you
Yes,
walk
I'll take
in
your
and you
money.
spread their butt, and you're just like, oh, all right.
No, I like went in. You take all your clothes off. You lay on the table, just straight up.
Peen her out.
Yeah, I mean, you have to. You gotta, you have to. There's no other way to do it.
And they could give you like a weird sock thing.
No, this is Bali.
Exactly.
They don't have
All right.
weird sock things.
Okay.
I was surprised they had wax. Okay.
Nice. Okay.
So I went back to this table and I'm like face down, ass up, and there's two
In
women.
a foreign country.
Two women working on it at the same time, and every other woman who works at the place at some point during the waxing stopped by and like came in and like was
Looked at your butthole.
talking to them, and they're all like like I could sense like at least 5 people in the room at one time. And I'm just sitting there with my butt in the air and they're just like
Did it hurt?
I mean, nothing you can't tolerate.
Did you think? Okay, so it sounds like they didn't offer that service and didn't know what they were agreeing to
And they're
until they
like,
came in.
"Ooh, everybody,
Yeah,
come look."
Yassi, come in. Whatever they they come in and like, I can do this in their own language. I can do this to this guy. Look,
Yeah, they're like faking like they're
just
gonna
like-
stick their finger in my butt because I
Yeah.
can't see them.
yeah, they're behind you. They're
Like,
taking selfies and shit.
doing like that type of stuff.
Yeah,
And my wife's just in the other room getting a manicure.
yeah.
It was fun. I'm like, why not? We're in Bali.
Was it worth it? I mean,
Yeah, it was like
for
it was
the rest
like
of the rides.
$20.
I mean, for the rest of the rides, was it like,
This is the thing.
or was it like slippery now?
It was fine, but like one time I waxed my arms in college.
Just picture your fucking like 2 balloons, like just
just like greased
slick,
up.
just fucking slick.
Exactly.
Yeah, 2 bubbles.
Well, in college one time I was dating somebody who was in beauty school
Okay.
and they were learning waxing. So I let her wax my arms because I got some
Oh,
real hairy
shit.
arms.
Yeah.
And afterwards I like broke out
Yeah.
up here and on my arms. It was like big old like
Red rash.
red like sores and stuff like that. That happened on my butt a little bit.
Oh no! Did you put the shit on that you're supposed to put on afterwards?
This Bali, they don't got anything. What like
Salt water.
they're just like you're done. And and I'm on my way.
And so when you sweat, it stings.
Yeah, a little bit.
Fuck.
No, but it wasn't as bad as my arms were. But I think that waxing, maybe your body has to get used to it. Maybe if I did it again, it wouldn't happen. But I've waxed those 2 things, and both times it had that reaction.
Yeah.
I thought that the girl I was with just sucked at her job. I was like, oh, she's still learning.
Yeah. She's in school still. I knew the risk.
Yeah, exactly. I was also, it's a free service.
Yeah.
Would have cost a lot had I gone to an actual place to do it.
Wax. Yeah. 'Cause like you're talking yourself into like I was gonna wax my arms anyway.
Yeah.
If I would have had to pay if I
Listen,
went.
yeah,
anywhere.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you weren't going anywhere.
Yeah.
To get this done.
The only reason you're doing it is because she
Yeah.
brought it up.
Because you want to see her bush. Levi just lets whatever field the girl you're dating is in, you're just like, you can experiment on me.
Exactly.
Oh, you're a chef. You can
I mean, kind of, yeah.
cook blowfish for me. for the
Kind of,
first-
yeah. The first 4 years I lived in LA, I never paid for a haircut.
Always dating hairdressers.
Yeah.
Smart.
It just worked out that way. It wasn't intentional. But
Like, I need a haircut.
at
You're
a
like
certain
Tinder,
point-
swiping Tinder.
Yeah, at a certain point 4 years later, and I don't have someone to cut my hair, I'm like, how have I been doing it this? And then I think back and I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, I've never had to pay for a haircut or find a place to get my haircut.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So a good chunk of that time. And then I eventually, ended up at where everyone else goes.
The bar.
For the haircut.
Yeah. So where did you end up going? Sports cut?
No, in LA, there's this place called Floyd's, which is like the trendy sports cuts.
No.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I liked having someone I knew do it because they just, when they know you, they do it the way you like it, you know? And so,
but if they don't, then you have to carry that with you for the rest of your
exactly until the next cut. Or if you get like a bad haircut, you got to wait till it grows out.
Yeah.
Like, I've only lived in Vancouver for a year. Last week was the first time I got a haircut in Vancouver. I've been driving to Portland, where I used to live, every time I wanted it, until this time I'm like, all right, it's time to find somebody. You know how it's like a thing when you move? You're like,
yep.
I got to trust. Like, for me, it's especially, I feel like
camaraderie.
I have that, like, I need it to be someone who I trust.
Yeah.
Because I want to take risks. I want to mess with it. Like, I have like a floppy mohawk, just like stuff that isn't just like a buzz cut.
Right.
Like, you can't just trust anybody. Also, I grew up in the salon world, so I don't like fit in at a barber shop. I feel uncomfortable.
Gotcha.
I feel very uncomfortable at a barber shop.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I'm better with female banter than male banter because I grew up around women, 3 sisters, like girls everywhere.
What's the main difference you think between female banter and male banter?
You don't have to feel as tough when you're talking or as cool. You know, when you go to a barbershop, they're talking about something. If you don't know about it, it's like you feel like a loser or whatever. Like at a salon, you can like talk about your day. You know what I mean?
At a salon, you can talk about your day.
like
that sounds awesome.
Like a woman will just like sit there and listen and like make you feel better about your whatever.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to talk to a dude who's cutting your hair. Looks good, bro. Yeah, line me up back there. Like, yeah. I don't talk like that.
You don't.
So
this is what you do.
It's
in a
not
barber
natural
chair.
for me.
This is what you do in a barber's chair. You ready? You just let him fucking do his thing, and then he's done. You're like, oh, you had a little rest.
Yeah, but see, to me, there's still like the conversation at the beginning. All right, what am I doing for you?
I want a fucking
and I'm gonna
haircut.
go way too into detail. And on salons,
this guy's gay. He belongs in a salon.
Exactly. In salons, they expect it. At a barbershop, they're like, I learned how to cut hair last week. I can give you a fade.
Yeah.
That's it, you know?
I just got my license.
Yeah, so I just feel more comfortable in a salon, and I just found one in Vancouver that I think I'll probably keep going to.
And it's a salon?
Yeah. Well, it's technically a barbershop, actually, but it's owned by a woman, and
Is she all tatted up?
It feels like a salon. No. There is a girl with tats who works there, though. Well, the world has still been turning since...
Nonsense, poopy pants.
Since we've been in the
mend? Been on the mend?
On the mend, yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Nothing too crazy. Monkeypox still a thing. Still supposedly getting worse.
Are they trying to say it's for everyone now?
No. Still
gay?
No, but they are saying someone caught it from a dog now.
Oh, someone caught it from a dog or gave it to a dog in San Francisco?
So here's this headline says, first suspected case of human to dog monkeypox transmission leads CDC to update its guidance, which we all know how good their guidance is. Don't listen to it.
Top notch.
Get a second opinion.
Trust the CDC.
Anyways, this one says, and so this is the part that it's,
look at that dog.
It can go from animal to human, but it's still mostly just between gay people. A dog belonging to a gay French couple has contracted monkeypox after sharing their bed. The first confirmed case of human to pet infections.
They want to make it real clear they weren't Americans. They just live in America.
The Parisian men, ages 44 and 27, this is the The typical the age gap in a gay relationship.
Shit.
44 and 27 are believed to have contracted the virus after having sexual contact with other guys during their non-monogamous relationship.
Okay.
So whoever brought it in, I mean, the other person has got to be pissed, right?
Well, fuck yeah. I mean, what?
Or like, are they cool about it? Are they like, we know the risks? Is it like,
it should be that.
Like AIDS, if someone gets HIV and they're living this kind of promiscuous lifestyle,
let's pretend.
Are they mad at the person who gave it to them, or are they willing to accept it as a result of what they did?
No, dude. When
like, they're in a non-monogamous relationship, but one of them had to give it to the other. Is it understanding like this is going around, we were risking it and like we got it? Or is it like the end of the relationship? Because now the dog's got it. And once you give the dog
monkeypox, do you think the dog was one of the gays more than the other?
Mm-hmm.
Like so
it always is, you know?
Like the guy who brought it home and gave it to his partner got super pissed and was like, you know what? I'm going to give this to the fucking dog. He loves that fucking dog so much.
It was planted on the dog.
I'm going to fuck the dog.
Or did he do the peanut butter thing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're fucking all pissed. You want to fuck around on me and give me fucking monkeypox?
Or maybe that's just something... Or maybe that's just... yeah. Or maybe that's just... or maybe that's just something they do regularly and the dog just caught it with...
Oh, yeah. Maybe they were doing it and the dog just licked his balls real quick.
I mean...
That was enough.
It says, the Lancet Medical Journal said the dog shared a bed with the two men and perhaps licked one or both of them before licking itself. Which, you know, dogs do that, so it makes sense. Thanks, Lancet Medical Journal.
But could you also
be a little more specific? The dog probably licked one of them. That's their...
Yeah, where?
Yeah, thanks.
Where?
For the medical journal telling
like on his cheek?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or his butthole. You know what I mean?
Or his nutsack.
Or his ball bag. Like,
there's, yeah. Where does monkeypox live the most?
In gays.
In the penile glands?
Is it?
Or in the butthole glands?
Probably butt and mouth, because that's all I see as pictures. Like when you see pictures, you see like dudes and like whatever with monkeypox all on their face.
Yeah,
and I'm like, that looks like you've been eating ass, dude.
And it could have
because the pattern where the monkeypox is looks like my face after like Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's the pattern,
right?
And I'm like, you haven't been eating chicken wings. It's
only right here.
Yeah.
They're not getting it up here.
And that's what I'm saying. It's all ass. It's all.
All like, the pictures of people with monkeypox.
Yep.
It's just this beard shaped monkey.
Yes. It's right where
you're right. Yeah.
Like you're just peeking over butt cheeks.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like in the pattern.
That's got to be what it is.
So if the CDC wants to come up with a fucking, or like whoever, Pfizer, Moderna wants to come up with a real cure for monkeypox, do it the same way as chicken wings and give out like monkeypox wet naps.
Yeah.
For after you're done with that buffet.
Or like a dental dam for the booty hole.
Right. That would be, what would you attach it to? But someone could do it. A scientist could do it.
Yeah. Or like a saran wrap type of vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like completely around.
Here's the thing. It's also like condoms though. I think the gay community would completely reject it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
Condoms?
I guess it depends how bad monkeypox are. Which
butthole dental dams? We'll go with monkeypox.
Exactly.
I'll take it.
I'm willing to risk.
I'm willing to risk. Not only am I willing to risk it, but you can take pictures of my face.
My herpes beard.
Yeah. My fucking real cool herpes beard.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can post it on your... Yeah.
Yeah, so anyways, monkeypox is still a thing.
And they're giving it to the dogs. The gays are giving it to the puppies now.
And now the dogs are getting it, which I still... I'm going to say that I still feel safe that I don't think I'm gonna get it. I don't feel like I'm gonna get it based on the people and animals
We gotta wait.
have gotten it.
Yeah, we just gotta wait for like a while after our surgery.
Yeah.
Because if I get monkeypox,
It was at the hospital.
Within-
oh.
then
When
someone
you were under?
sat on my fucking face.
Yeah, while you were under.
Yeah. And then the one guy you know who it would be in your case. Multiple men were in my room,
Yeah.
but one was in yours. So if you get it, you
was
know
the
exactly who the fuck
surgeon.
gave it to you.
Yeah.
But if I get it,
Did you feel the need to like thank your surgeon?
yeah. And I do.
How did you do it?
Thank you.
Like, did you say thank you for saving my life?
No, I didn't say that. I just said I really appreciate everything you've done for me. Thank you.
I thought about it as I was walking away from him on my last appointment. I was like, I should have said
I should have said thanks.
thanks or something.
But also
I
you
did
paid.
say, all right, see you. Appreciate it. I said, appreciate it.
Not even, you didn't
Yeah.
even give him the A.
I said, I appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. And then as I'm walking away, I'm like,
Did you give him finger
I
pistols
should have
too?
probably said more than that. I should have been like, and also thank you.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, catch you later. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I kept telling my surgeon and like his assistants and stuff, like I really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
And thank you for helping me.
All right. So they got people doing it.
Oh yeah, there's people.
So if I didn't do it, I'm just like a guy
Someone
who
else
didn't
did.
tip or something in
Yeah.
their industry.
He's like,
I'm just like a guy who didn't leave.
you better
a
hope
tip.
he doesn't fucking have another one.
Yeah. So anyways,
Why would you ever, if you gave your dog an STD, you're not taking it to the vet to get it diagnosed with the STD that you fucking gave him.
there's no vaccine for dogs with monkeypox. There's probably not even medicine for
This
it.
dog has gonorrhea.
Yeah. This dog has syphilis.
You're like,
Yeah, gonorrhea of the throat.
Yeah, and then you just leave. Like, what do you?
Is there a history of gonorrhea in this dog's medical history?
And anyone around him? Does anyone have?
anyone you know?
And your partner's like
Yeah.
me, but I mean, I don't know. I don't see what this has to do with anything.
Yeah. This is an article I saw today that I wanted to talk about. It talks about something I'm slightly interested in. Meek Mills reveals he's smarter now since he's been taking mushrooms. Basically, he tweeted this. It says, I took some shrooms. It made me more smart. Okay.
These bits write themselves.
Spoke a little too soon. It made me more smart, more happy, and have more love in my heart. I was gone cold.
I was gone cold.
This shit's like medicine, microdose vibes. I don't know if everybody's brain's structured for this, but it's some shit in these things. Didn't make him a smarter writer.
Do we have any previous tweets to like compare? Like, I can't imagine anyone.
I mean,
if he was dumber before
yeah.
before shrooms, I would like to see some tweets.
But he's been microdosing, which I have a friend who I visited recently who was like, I went out with some other friends and I'm trying to find a place where I can get mushrooms because we microdosed and I just felt so good all day long. Like, it wasn't like a trip. It's not like a trip.
Yeah.
It's like you just feel good.
I want that.
Yeah. So, but you got to know which mushroom. I don't know anything about mushrooms.
Right. You can't like go out in the yard after,
Yeah,
after like a heavy rain
Yeah.
and be like,
And it's still,
ha!
you can't go buy them. Actually, in Portland, there's a store you can go buy magic mushroom spores. It's legal to sell the spores from the store, but you have to grow them yourself. So like I know where to buy the spores if I wanted to grow some magic mushrooms. But I also feel like people who grow them at home mess them up all the time based on stories I've heard. You know?
Oh, really?
I mean, but I also did get advertised on Instagram this ecosystem called Shroomly, and it grows mushrooms. So maybe if you get that combined with the spores, you could do it yourself.
But also, how do you know how much to take?
It's a trial and error at that point.
I feel like it's not.
At that point, it is.
Yeah, for sure. It has to be.
Because everyone's different.
But also, like, how do you know what, like, if a shroom is potent or non-potent.
You would have to do your research. The ones at the store that I went to had basically like a little descriptor of the feeling you want. Like, are you trying to achieve this type of feeling, this type of feeling? Get this shroom, get this shroom. Yeah.
Wow.
So on TikTok, I've been getting advertisements for these capsules that have mushrooms in them, versions of I don't know if they're psychedelic, but they refer to it on their website as microdosing with their product.
Oh.
And so I ordered some.
Oh, you did?
Because I want to try it because, of stuff like this. Stuff like this has been coming out a lot recently where like, psychedelics help with depression. They help with
anxiety.
And also just like for like therapy. They want to like use mushrooms in therapy and stuff like that. And so I've been getting an advertisement on TikTok of this little capsule there's 3 different mushroom blends that you take depending on how you want to feel. So one of them's like for focus and energy.
Like a
one
nootropic?
of them, they're all nootropics.
Okay.
Yeah, mushrooms are nootropics.
Even psychedelic ones?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
And so one of them's for focus. One of them's for social confidence and feeling like
mega boners.
Good, like going out and feeling good.
Yeah. Confidence.
Yeah, probably for anxiety, And then the other one's for sleep.
Okay.
So I got the first 2. I didn't really want the sleep one.
Who fucking buys drugs?
Yeah. So,
Sleep.
but they were sold out because they were in high demand. So they don't get here till like middle of September. But I'm so excited to try them.
Yeah.
Because I've been I don't want to try mushrooms to the extent where I'm tripping, but I do want the benefits that come along with microdosing. You know?
I think I would do mushrooms.
Me too.
Like to trip.
Yeah, me too. But not like this is for like a regular basis type of thing.
Yeah. But I would definitely do like there's like you said so much benefits that I'm hearing
psychologically.
Yeah.
Like you come off of it and you're like Meek Mill says, he's more smarter.
Hey, it made Meek Mill's way more smart. Smarter.
More smarter, more happy, and more love in his heart.
Dude, he has more love in his heart.
Which I think I probably have a decent amount of love in my heart. I don't necessarily want more love in my heart, but I would.
You don't have a choice, my friend.
I would take more smarter and more happy, for sure.
You wouldn't want more love.
I think I got a decent amount.
Enough.
I got a decent
enough
amount.
love.
I'm not trying to be oversensitive.
That's so funny. I don't think it'd be. Well, yeah, maybe. I don't know. You think Meek Mill's gay now? Tried mushrooms. Now he's got monkeypox. He's more smart. He's wearing a turtleneck now. Look at that.
Yeah. I think he's just like
his skin looks flawless right there.
Yeah, he's connected though to some real powerful people.
So I should stop talking about him? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying like he's like adjacent to the Illuminati side.
Well, yeah, he's wearing a white turtleneck, dude.
Yeah.
Got blood
Jay-Z got him out of prison,
Oh, right. Yeah.
So he knows powerful people.
Yeah. And he is now smarter than he was before.
More smarter because of mushrooms.
Because of mushrooms.
And so this is just like an experiment. Also, it's legal for them to sell these things. So I'm guessing it. This is what I'm picturing. It's gonna be. I'm gonna take these mushroom capsules and not feel a thing.
Yep, I feel like that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Anything you order in a capsule over the internet that advertises as something that's like too good to be true.
Exactly, especially because like mushrooms are illegal,
right?
So like,
how are you?
Did you make a way for them to be legal, or are these the legal ones, or like what is this?
Right.
You know, is this a legal way of doing it?
Or are you saying microdosing can be applied to anything? Like you can microdose vitamin C.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is just some kind of mushroom, not a hallucinogen. Because if you think about it, if you're microdosing, theoretically, you should be able to take all of the pills and fucking trip.
Right.
That's not going to happen.
Right.
But
they're like, combine this one, and you'll get a nice buzz. And like,
that's what they say?
That's what they say in the ad. The first thing the lady says is, I've replaced my wine with these mushroom capsules. So like wine gets you buzzed. Why would you replace it unless you're getting that good feeling?
A replacement
from something else. And so that's why I'm like, okay. I'll try these things.
Interesting.
We'll see. I'll let you know. I'll bring them over. I got a bunch of them.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
We
could take them on the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. The only reason it's getting headlines is because it's Meek Mill.
I mean, 100%.
You know?
Yeah.
Like
100%. But I'm also, again, I'm interested in it. I signed a petition outside of a store once that to use shrooms in therapy, make it legal.
Make it legal. Legalize shrooms.
It feels like that's the next thing after weed.
I feel like it deserves to be the next thing.
That's gonna become legal.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that there's states already pushing for it. I mean, Oregon, like I said,
I think Oregon
I know
did.
the store where you can buy the spores to grow magic mushrooms, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's on its way with weed, like up there with weed, you know?
Yeah, unless California beats Oregon to the legislature.
Right.
Because California will definitely legalize cocaine before they legalize anything else.
Yeah, Oregon beat and Washington beat California to weed.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, but then I think California sat back and went, fuck.
They beat us.
Yeah.
What else can we legalize?
They're not getting to cocaine before us.
Yeah.
Like hell.
Yeah.
Washington's getting to cocaine before us. Yeah.
There's got to be medical benefits. Tell me all the medical benefits.
Yeah. There's only one way to save California, and that's to legalize cocaine ASAP.
Yeah.
That's when the economy.
That's also how we get people to move back.
That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, I'm not gonna go to prison, and I can still be a CFO.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
All right. And it's not gonna affect my life insurance. Less shrooms. More crack.
Yeah, let's get crack back into these communities. Get some real music coming out.
Come on now. Yeah, more mushrooms, less like music. More crack.
More music.
More music.
Yeah.
Better music.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We wouldn't have Donda if it wasn't for crack.
Exactly. Wouldn't have Donda 2. The stem player.
Balenciagas.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have Yeezys.
Yeah.
Dude.
Kim.
We wouldn't have Kim.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, Nicole would still be alive, but OJ would still be a hero.
All right. Well, let's move on to the next thing. What's another thing we could talk about?
What's that white fella up in the upper left?
Right here?
Yeah, that looks weird. Oh, woman. Excuse me. Woman arrested after killing rival panhandler with metal stake for collecting money in her area.
So a homeless person kills a homeless person. And there's a headline about it?
Next. Stupid. And now she's fucking...
This happens every day.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Yep, in Portland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care. It's just the problem solving itself.
Yeah.
You know, that's like one of those things.
Yeah.
Just leave the community be.
Yeah. Let's just put a fence up around where they live.
Yeah.
And the rest will handle itself.
They're eating themselves.
All right. So let's get into M.A.Ps. Or as I like to call them, pedophiles.
Fucking pedos.
Because I'm a bigot.
Yeah, because you're sick.
Yeah, I'm a bigot who calls these assholes pedophiles instead of minor attracted persons.
Yeah.
Which whoever decided we needed a new name for pedophile
needs to be
is a pedophile.
Yeah.
Whoever was the first one to tweet that out, Twitter,
straight to jail.
Twitter, does your algorithm catch that? They're pedophiles.
It was someone who works for Twitter.
So, licensed Pennsylvania sex therapist defends minor attracted persons in viral video.
Let's see this pig.
Check this out.
Folks, my name is Miranda. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm a licensed professional counselor and sex therapist in Erie, Pennsylvania. And today I want to talk about minor attracted persons. And I want to talk about minor attracted persons because they are probably the most vilified population of folks in our culture.
Walking the earth.
And most folks are making incorrect assumptions about them without actually knowing
making the right assumption.
Let's hear some of these incorrect
yeah.
for an already marginalized population.
For good reason.
you may have noticed that I'm using the term minor attracted persons, sometimes abbreviated to MAPs, instead of the more commonly used term pedophile.
In quotes,
And
air
I'm doing
quotes.
this because the term pedophile has moved from being a diagnostic label to being a judgmental, hurtful insult that we
Correct.
hurl at
As
people
so will
in order to
maps.
harm
Well, let me
them
be clear. We
or
want them
slander
dead.
Yeah, they're
It's
meant to be
judgmental.
judgmental.
That recognizes that any label we might apply to a person is only part of who they are and doesn't represent everything that they are. We are all people first with many
Bill Cosby's
different
rapes were just a
facets
part of
parts
who
ourselves.
he
Yeah.
And this includes folks who are attracted to minors. So to start with, let's talk about what a minor attracted person
I think we're all clear,
is,
lady.
who they are. This term simply means that the person has an enduring sexual or romantic attraction to minors.
We know.
Yeah, no, we were clear.
Yeah. Just
as
say
the rest
same
of us
definition
have
as
not
pedophile
chosen
and we'll
whatever
get it.
attraction. You don't get to choose to be heterosexual or to be gay or whatever you are.
Yes,
you
I
don't
did.
get to choose to
Yes,
be
I
a
did.
minor attracted person.
I chose to be straight.
Some minor attracted persons are attracted to a specific age range of minors, while some are not.
Even creepier.
And some minor attracted
7
persons
to
are
14.
exclusively attracted to minors and are not attracted to adults at all. Some minor attracted persons are also attracted to adults.
Wow.
Some pedophiles are also attracted to adults.
That's what she said?
Yeah. Okay, so first of all, let's see what she does.
Folks, my name is Miranda. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm a licensed professional counselor and sex therapist in Erie, Pennsylvania.
She's a licensed counselor and
Home
sex
abiding.
therapist. And first of all, Pennsylvania,
Is it Pennsylvania that?
what are you doing certifying pedophiles
This fucking psycho.
to give out sex therapy? What are you doing?
That's, yeah.
They should revoke this lady's freaking license after this video comes out, or the first selfie she takes with this shaved head.
Yeah. Or
Revoke the license.
or we're renaming the state. You're gonna be Penisvania.
Yeah, or Pedophilevania.
Yeah, Pedovania.
Pedovania, where they have licensed sex therapists sticking up for pedophiles and giving them a new name, giving them a new label, because left-wing people love labeling things.
Dude, could you imagine?
What's your label? Don't appropriate somebody else's label.
Yeah.
And don't say anybody else's label is bad or wrong.
Yeah.
Unless it's one of the labels we don't like.
Yeah. Unless you say
Unless it's
conservative.
transphobic,
Yeah.
homophobic. You know, these labels we hate.
Yeah.
It's so dumb, these freaking people. Ugh.
Well, now do you think there's some correlation between the sexual perversion apologetics? Like, this chick is trying to stand up for
She's obviously a
fucking
pedophile.
kitty fuckers, or her husband is.
I mean, the only articles I ever see about people having sex with their students are women having sex with male students.
yeah.
It happens, I'm sure, but the headlines are always women having sex with their.
Yeah.
And this lady, she says her pronouns are she, her, right?
Right.
Just getting this right, trying to get it right.
You are.
She might have leukemia, shaved head. It's gonna be like, like I'm gonna make fun of the shaved head, and then she has leukemia
and
or
then
something
she's
like
dying.
that. Yeah.
But also,
Don't care.
yeah, I hope she's dying.
Don't care, because there should be discrimination against pedophiles or MAPs. There
Yeah.
should be high judgment against them and their desires and lifestyles. They should want to hide it from everybody who they know. They should want to pent it up inside until they go home and they kill themselves.
Yeah, for sure. That's like
We're not trying to make them feel more accepted in society.
that's the last fucking thing you want for a pedo.
No! Let's not make them feel bad, because this diagnostic term pedophile has now turned into a cudgel against people who like having sex with kids against their will.
You guys say pedophile like it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
And let me be clear as to the definition. It's a grown-up that wants to fuck a kid.
Yeah. Just in case we weren't thinking of the
confused.
same thing. Yeah.
But the word pedophile has a lot of judgment against it.
Yeah.
Because it's an adult
This is what they're saying, basically.
fucking a kid.
Yeah. This is what they're saying, basically. There's people who are attracted to minors who want to have sex with
And then
kids.
there's conservatives.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there's people who want to have sex with kids, but they don't. But they're still attracted to kids, but they don't act on it. And so those people shouldn't be discriminated against.
They should have a bullet in the back of their head just like the rest. There's no way you get to cure that. You don't cure that.
I mean,
You just bring them into the street.
if electroshock therapy doesn't make people not gay, I don't think we know how to make someone not a pedophile.
No, you kick them in the back of the knees to, they drop to their knees, and then you just put one in the back of their head.
Yeah, I think that's
throw them in the fucking
appropriate.
dumpster. That's insane. Because think of every kid that's been molested by an adult listening to this stupid bitch
Yeah.
go, hey, it's not a bad thing. Like a pedophile ruined
Listen.
your fucking life.
Listen, what that really means is that you were an attractive kid, and
Take it as a compliment.
yeah. Maybe you shouldn't have been putting it out there like that
Maybe you shouldn't have worn those short shorts that your mom said were too small for you.
before you left the house.
Yeah.
And you said, I'm going to do it anyway because I'm a rebel.
Yeah. Told you not to wear flip-flops. Should have worn sneakers. You could have got away.
Primarily what I've done for the past 20 years is work with folks who have gotten into legal trouble around their sexual behavior, mostly folks convicted of sex offenses. I think one of the biggest things that I've noticed over time is that we have an idea in our society about who these folks are who have committed sex offenses. We have words like sexual deviant and predator and child molester and rapist. And there are all these really scary, judgy words. And when you actually are in a room with these folks, they're just regular people. They're just regular people because the folks who commit sex offenses are just like the rest of us. There's no kind of scary or obviously bad thing wrong with them. They're just regular people who have made a series of poor choices that move them closer to committing harm against somebody else. And so I think that's whenever I have a chance to answer a question like that, that's one of the main things I like to put out there.
She works.
They're just regular people. When they're not raping, they're just regular people.
Normal.
If you're in a room with a bunch of kid rapers, you would think they were normal.
Just like you and me.
You would think they were, it
regular.
could be your school teacher. It could be the guy who checks your groceries out. Regular people.
But also, what is it?
Like you and me.
Yeah.
This
I was
lady,
gonna say, like,
just like us. They're normal.
they're
just
normal
like
you and
us.
me. Like you and me. We're normal. Right?
They're just regular people.
Yeah. Yeah. What the fuck does she know about normal?
Yeah.
Like, what does this tattooed peanut know anything about what normal is?
Just
This
like you and
shaved
me.
head tattooed peanut of a sex therapist. She's a sex therapist. That alone is perverted.
Yeah.
What do you mean a sex? How do you get into that? How do you? I just want to help people.
Well, it's especially
Sexually.
disturbing when your emphasis is on helping people who are attracted to minors.
Who have been in legal problems.
Yeah.
And
then also thinking like, but they're not bad people. They're just regular
regular
people.
fucking
They're not
people.
bad. They just made a boo-boo. They made a mistake. They just made a poor choice.
A series of mistakes.
Yeah. They could happen to any one of us.
Hey,
If we made look at one mistake leads to another.
look at Ron over here. He's 2 mistakes away from fucking a kid.
It's like,
No.
that's her excuse.
Yeah, hey, they're
They
just
just
like
made some
you and
mistakes,
me.
but they're good people. They're normal. Like, I wonder if she must think they're good people.
She must have a husband in jail. That's what I
Like, they might be regular people, but are they good people?
Yeah, most people aren't good.
Yeah.
So
And these people are specifically the worst. Oh, she was an assistant professor of sociology and criminal justice at Old Dominion University in Norfolk, Virginia. I went to college in Virginia and knew people from that university.
Ugh.
So glad I didn't go there.
They probably took her class.
Anyways, how do you feel? So how do you feel about this new definition of pedophile?
It still means kid fucker.
Yes, but
like when I hear
less judgmental.
that's like saying retard, right? Like retard is pedophile, but like what's the new
mentally handicapped
is
M.A.P.
M.A.P.
Yeah.
It
it's
means
the PC way.
It all means retarded.
It's the lefty PC way of saying pedophile.
Yeah.
Everyone's still gonna say pedophile.
We know you fuck children.
Yeah.
Or try to fuck
literally,
kids.
like, she could fight the rest of her life trying to get people to convert from pedophile to M.A.P, saying, like, not everyone who has sex with kids is a bad person. Some of them just made mistakes. And it would still be pedophile.
Some of them made mistakes. Yeah.
You're not going to convert very many people like that, you know?
I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah.
I would hope not.
Yeah. In 50 years, cut to everyone's
California
calling him M.A.Ps. Yeah. The word pedophile's outlawed.
But like maps would be the new bad word.
Yeah.
This fucking map.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
You're still getting almost killed in prison, let's be honest.
Oh, you're getting killed in prison.
Yeah.
You're going to be a Fifi.
Yeah.
You know? That's not... This lady's fucking stupid.
Here's the question. Because obviously she's operating from a place of like virtue signaling. So she's trying to like go above and beyond even the people who she knows who are righteous in this LGBTQ SJW ecosystem, right? She was trying to put herself even above those people by coming out saying but it's also mean to call people pedophiles, because you don't choose if you're gay, you don't choose if you're straight, you don't choose if you're attracted to minor people. It's not up to you. It's like they're trying to turn pedophilia into an immutable characteristic.
Right.
Therefore, we can't criticize it.
What if your sexual...
Shut up!
What if your like sexual thing, like what if you're attracted to raping bald liberal bitches with you know what I mean?
Glasses that go like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like that's all you wanted to do is just...
Yeah.
Is that okay? Is that like just a thing?
I mean,
is there a stigma around
she
that?
wouldn't be okay with it, but imagine if she got raped.
That's what I'm saying.
Because she's like, we use words like sexual assault and rape and like all these
scary words.
These scary, judgy words. Do you think if she got raped, she would say that she got raped?
No.
Or in her head, this is the thing, like...
She might write a book.
She's almost to like the level of like, it's almost come full circle, right?
Yeah,
Feminism has almost come all the way full circle, where it's like the best thing you can do in this type of situation is try to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like that's the advice.
Lay back and relax.
In 5 years, the advice that this lady that this lady is gonna give to her sexual therapy people is like,
lay back and take it.
My husband, like, sometimes I don't want to have sex with him, but he just like forces me to. And she's like, have you tried trying to enjoy it?
He can't help it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's the like.
Take it as a compliment.
It's almost full circle where she's gonna be defending that. I mean, she basically defended rape and pedophilia in this one video clip. These scary, judgy words.
Like, you know who else thinks those are scary, judgy words?
Also,
like victims of rape.
Having sex with her?
Oh, someone probably. Or something.
A woman, for sure.
A kid, obviously.
It's not a man.
Probably your fucking...
I can't think of a single man who would be attracted to that. To that pedophile lady.
No.
Also, if I went to sex therapy and this is what my sex therapist looked like,
I'm out.
I'm getting a new one.
Yeah, what do you know?
I want a hot sex therapist who was a hoe in high school.
She's like, look.
A hoe in college, decided to get it together, go into sex therapy, and knows a lot about having sex, not someone who was raped when they were 15 and held it into the and like decided I want to help people just like me, and now I'm in here. Now they went to school to become a therapist, and now she comes out. I'm here with my wife. We're having intimacy issues, and this bald-headed lady comes out and
Fucking freak.
Have you thought about having a third person come into your bedroom?
Have you thought about opening up your marriage?
Yeah, exactly.
Sexually, like
this is the advice she gets because she got her accreditation and license online at like the place where my dad got ordained to get so that he could marry me and my wife.
That's so funny.
It seems like anyone could get licensed for anything these days. It seems like.
Yep.
Oh, I gotta just show that I've completed these courses. I don't have to have like passed anything.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll do it.
Dude, if I walk in to like a sex therapy session with me and my wife, and the last time my sex therapist had sex was when she was raped.
Exactly.
I don't want your advice. It doesn't apply.
Ever since then.
Not applicable.
Yeah. Ever since then, she's only been with women.
Only been with women and like fists.
And like hates men.
Hates men.
Yeah. Unless they like kids.
Yeah.
In which case, I got your back.
Yeah. She will be on an episode of Catfish or Cold Case Files.
Honestly.
Guaranteed.
Here's a
40s and 50s.
Here's a statement they made without any evidence. While both Galbraith and Walker insist that minor attracted people, by and large, do not act on their attractions, multiple vocal pro-pedophilia advocates have been arrested this year alone on suspicion of sexually abusing children.
So, yeah.
Prove it.
Yeah.
You're just saying it. Just because you say it doesn't mean it's true. Most people who are attracted to kids don't have sex with kids or don't even try to have. Prove it.
And I know.
You can't just say that and it's true. Evidence would show, To Catch a Predator would show, they do act on it. They do act on it. They act on it on
trafficking arrests.
They act on it in the chat room, and then they go buy a 6-pack, a pizza, some condoms, and they try to meet up.
Some beef jerky.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking
all right. Well, let's
crazy.
What do we hope happens to this lady? Let's talk.
Okay.
Let's talk some real repercussions and negativity for this bald-headed bitch. I hope. All right, take that one out. I'm taking that one out.
Okay. I sincerely hope she is dying of a
has
terminal
leukemia.
Illness. Yeah. I really hope she's dying.
That would be nice. Honestly, if I made fun of her bald head and then I found out it was because of cancer, that made me feel so good inside.
You know those times where like you make fun of something and it like turns out to be like someone like a victim of Katrina.
Yeah. You're like,
sorry.
My bad. You got no control.
Yeah. My bad. First impressions. But like, this world has no place for people like
defending pedophiles.
Defending fucking pedophiles.
I don't care if you chose it or not.
She works with people who are legally in trouble for trying to and or fucking children.
Yeah.
She's defending these people. She's got to go.
She got to go.
Send her ass to Australia.
Got to go.
She either has. You know what I say? Okay. You know what they need to do? New reality show, Pedophile Island. Wait, is that already a thing?
What I was thinking.
Joke? Because if they put all the pedophiles on an island, or maybe that's just what they called Jeffrey Epstein's like pedophile island.
Yeah.
But like it could be Survivor Island, like Pedophile Island.
Uh-huh.
You put all the pedophiles on an island, and then you just have cameras set up until they all die. So like all the cameras just capture the life of these pedophiles trying to survive on a desert island and possibly eating each other and or killing each other.
Let's make it a dangerous game situation.
Okay.
Pedophile Island also
volcano
has hunters.
It's that one St. John's
so
Island
you
or
have
whatever.
They have to survive, and then the hunters have to hunt them.
Yeah. But in the end, every pedophile dies
Or just lives on the island by themselves.
in constant pursuit
Yes.
or constant, running
It's like
away.
that's where the pedophiles are.
Yep.
And like the sport is to go hunt them.
They have tree stands and then they like bait the pedophiles in with like
child porn.
No.
Oh.
No, because that would be perpetuating. You'd have to create child porn. That's not good.
You can't just take something that's already exists.
No, we're not doing that. No, you like the smell of like baby formula or something. Like they catch a whiff and then they
or baby lotion,
talcum powder, something like that. And then or like spilt grape juice. They make their way through the forest, and when they get close,
Fruit Loops in a baggie.
They hear
like a Ziploc bag filled with Fruit Loops.
Yep, they hear a sippy cup drop.
Yeah.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely fucking no one this week.
For absolutely nothing.
Oh, for absolutely nothing. For nothing. I'd like to take this chance.
You could apologize for making us miss some episodes.
Oh, yeah.
If you were to apologize for anything, I'd say it's mostly your fault. I would have put us out a week. You put us out 2 to 3.
I did, and they deserve an apology from me. So, this week's apology goes out to you, our listeners, because we haven't been on YouTube for a couple weeks. Some say it's more my fault than Levi's. It
is.
I mean, very few people are saying that.
My surgery was scheduled.
There's very few people saying that. And so Levi and I both with equal parts apologetic, would like to come and apologize for our lapse of episodes. I'm sorry.